Having us here. We really appreciate it. We've definitely enjoying our time, and we're going to apply for political asylum and live at your house, Craig. So we may not be back for the tournament. You guys may go and be going there. We're going to stay here. It's a very beautiful country. We very much enjoy our time here, and the rest of the time we'll have here. The World Baseball Challenge, just as a quick history, was held in 2002 in Grand Forks, British Columbia, in Canada, and it was won by the Cuban national team, which is made up of most of the same players you're seeing right now in the World Baseball Classic. They beat a semi-pro team out of Seattle in the final, and just simply the size of that community meant it needed to move to a larger community, and so Prince George was chosen for that, and 2009. And our goal is to hold this international tournament every 2 years in Prince George at Citizen Field. And it's a fully sanctioned tournament by the International Baseball Federation, by Baseball Canada, by all the governing bodies in our country. And we very much appreciate the working relationship we've already forged with yourselves and many other national bodies as well. Headlined by the U.S. national team. This will be the team that, not to scare those of us who are going to be coaching in it, but the U.S. national team didn't lose a game all last year in their tours of Asia and games they played on their own soil. U.S. national team obviously followed behind that by Taiwan. The Chinese Taipei team will be coming here after their showing at the World Baseball Classic. They will want to load up for this event, so certainly I know that's your first game of the tournament as well in Prince George, so get ready. And then Team Canada as well is going to be a big draw, and I know our community is very excited to see the national teams of the Bahamas, of Germany, and of a country like Croatia that has a professional league that I think that the way that so many countries are viewed as their main sport is soccer, their main sport is something else. People don't realize that some of these other countries are playing some very good plans of baseball at their level, and I happen to know a number of players who are in the Croatian Pro League, and they'll be putting a very good team on the field when they come to Prince George. So starting on July the 16th, we're going to headline it with a home run derby. We'll ask you to put a player forward to show that up. Maybe Teddy, maybe you can take your swings and that, but
10 years ago.
We'll move him up to second base and let him swing from there. We're very excited to have the team that we've managed by Jeff Francis, directed by Teddy Sweeting. We're very excited as well to see the gains that are being made by the Bahamas Baseball Federation. I think it's fantastic to see the growth of the sport. I understand the facility issues, because you know what? Most places do have facility issues. Baseball facilities are such a unique type of a sporting facility. You can take a soccer field and turn it into many different things. A baseball field has to be a baseball field, and it needs to be dedicated to that. And it's something that, prior to us being able to put Citizen Field in place in Prince George and the support we had from our governments there to do it, baseball had its battles. And as soon as we had that facility open up, we saw the exponential growth of baseball in our community. And anything that I can do to give you moral support in continuing on that effort here in New Providence and in Bahamas as a whole, it would be fantastic to see that move forward for you as well. So I think that's about what I had to cover. We're looking forward very much to competing our team against yours there. We're looking forward very much to hosting you in Prince George. Appreciate your hospitality here in Bahamas and in Nassau, and we're very much looking forward to reciprocating that in Prince George, and we promise that the snow will be gone by the time we get to Prince George.
So 2 questions for you.
You betcha.
What kind of popular teams are these from all these countries?
National teams. They are all national teams. The only one that is not a national team is the Reno Astros that's there. They're a semi-pro program that has represented USA Baseball at a number of different competitions around the world, including Holland. They've gone over to Asia. They've won international events. And we looked to them at the beginning to strengthen them when it did not look like the U.S. national team was going to be able to fit this tournament into its schedule. And USA Baseball recommended that's the way we go. And then when USA Baseball was able to put their national team in, it just helps the caliber of the tournament. As we all know, the game is played at a very high level in the United States, and a program that's at the semi-pro level like Reno Astros does not continue and does not thrive unless they're playing a very good brand of winning baseball.
How were the teams chosen for this tournament?
We sent out invitations to countries around the world through the International Baseball Federation, and received letters back of who can do it and who couldn't at that point. I mean, There's no question with the recession right now and with some of the economic conditions around the world that's created a difficulty for some countries. We do know that given the time frame and given the way that the International Baseball Federation is working towards getting baseball back into the Olympics, that there's a great desire of a number of different countries to come back into this and get involved with our tournament in 2011, but setting up for 2009 wasn't going to work for them. The countries of that would be Australia, Korea, that were definitely interested, but just simply could not do it at this time. Japan's another one as well. So we're going to have, I expect that for 2011 we're going to have even more 5 countries to choose from when it comes to this.
What's the format?
It is a full round robin with the top 4 teams making the playoffs, and one of the huge draws for teams to come to this tournament, USA national team in particular, is that each team is guaranteed 7 games. And you tell me an event that you can go to where you're guaranteed to play 7 games in a short period of time at that level of competition. It's a fantastic opportunity for development of national team programs, for evaluating players that you feel are potential caliber to play in that team for coming years. So 7 games guaranteed, as many as 9. And the format is set up in such a way that no team plays more than 1 game on a day until the day that they want to play more than 1 game on a day, and that's when they get to the final. So the 2 teams that make it to the final will play 2 games on that final day.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Straightforward.